Okay, I think that did it. Is this success? Experience your ads. The old Twitch ads. I always get the one that's like, you want this laptop? Look how cool it is. We have LEDs everywhere. I guess what I had to do was download the update to this open broadcasting software, and it didn't say I had to restart, but then I restarted and it seems like it's okay. I don't know, whenever Chrome starts crashing, it seems doomed to fail until whatever. I think there's a delay because of the ad. Because I was talking while the ad was going. Whatever. Close enough. Maybe it'll catch up. Somehow. Time works like that, right? Just gotta power display reader on. Insert your Dragon Ball joke. As we wait for Unity to load. Excuse me. I was yawning and I ended up burping. Cool! This was supposed to be up here. Kinda cool. Move that over. That. Give me that. Give me it. Man, I keep belching. I had a sub, so I'm full of meat and burping. All right, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, One of the first things I want to do before I toss on music, which I of course want to do, casting demi always win. I wanted to share a couple of the sound effects that we've gotten. gotten completed. That's not a sound effect, that's music. Resources. Audio. Sphinx. So we've gotten a good handful of sound effects delivered the past week or so. Some of them they won't be exciting until you see them actually in practice, which we have the code for to implement it, but I don't think I have it on my end. Let's see which ones can I play with. I want to at least have some sort of visual reference here. Undead Durlings. UI design. Maybe that'll give me some. Things. Oh, what are all these? I'm finding things I forgot we had. Data IPs. I don't have it on this computer. So you'll just have to use your imagination. Let's see, let's just play this and figure out which one this is. Brace yourself, I don't know how loud it's going to be. It's a short thing. What was that one for? No, that was when a little emoticon pops up on screen, like like the heart, or sometimes it's the gimme, gimme, gimme red. Sometimes it's the big oh man, 50 pixels. Yeah. Oh, that's not gonna show, is it? Why? There. Oh, it's because I'm outside of that. That's really weird. Enough. Sometimes you have the exclamation or the big question mark, the big sweat drop. This is my sweat drop. Whenever those things appear, you'll have like a little snap noise, and I think this is that snap noise. I'll just loop it so you get to hear it a million times. So, when those pop up, it'll play that sound. It'll be pretty sweet. it's like in the heart. Yay! I learn. What is this one here? Flash white. So another thing that happens in event scenes, the screen will flash white usually when somebody gets really upset. So we just made like a sort of bright, flashy sound for it. So whenever that happens, sort of like it reminds me a bit of like that super loud unsheathing your sword in animu, fluorescent light buzz, kind of self-explanatory. In dungeon crawlers, when you're, walking around, you always hear your footsteps. Some games they have just one footstep sound that just loops over and over and over, and it just sounds like this. And it drives me nuts. So we have a whole bunch of different types of footsteps based on the type of floor you're on. So if you see here, God, 720 is hard. So we have these different school floors, and these ones are tile. So eventually we'll have a tag for them that you see, like we have map wall, map door, we'll have like map tile, map wood, map metal, and each of those will tie into a different footstep sound. So we got one that in the police station there's a lot of broken glass. So we got some where you're like kind of stepping on glass. So those will play when you step on the glass ones. There's metal grating in the sewer dungeon. So we got some different like ting tong, ping pong, bunch of stuff. Tile floors. To me, tile floor just sounds like floor. I don't know. Generic floor. And, hardwood, of course. And I have them all grouped together like this, but we're going to cut them and, give them numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the code, it'll just either pick them sequentially or pick them at random so that, whenever you take a step, it's a little different. Fourth night. Hardpoint gain fast. So when you gain little heart points in the event scenes, I wish I could show you in practice, but that's why this is a stream. It's a little early on, I guess. We'll go back to this. There's a little thingy-mabobber that pops up down here. It's like, a heart with one of their faces in it. A bunch of little hearts pop out or whatever. Sort of like that. And I think this is the one that plays for when that thing pops out. It's sort of kind of bubbly and sparkly, pretty cute. We're satisfied with it. It's like a good dingly do. Like you did a good job. Now you get a point. And just in case that one's like too slow, I think we timed it to the animation, but just in case we have got a faster one. Yeah. We got a level up noise. In some of our footage we used in the Kickstarter trailer, you could see like after battle, your experience thing pops up and your little experience meter starts to fill. And when it does fill, we'll have a little um, piece of text, I think, that says like level up, real creative. And we use a noise to indicate it. So the bar will I kind of imagine the bar sort of flashing when it fills up. It's a lot like if you played any of the Shin Megami Tenseis that have been on the 3DS lately. Uh, that's sort of where we base the sound off of because those guys, the folks at Atlas that do those games, they're really good at UI. I mean, that's how they made Persona Q not feel like an Etrian Odyssey game, even though it's the exact same engine. Not to say it's bad or anything, it's just fine. Got a couple different, like door unlocking. There's like metal gates, and one of them plays the first time you unlock it. That's why it's listed here as unlock open. So it has like an unlocking and then opening. We're not using that super stereotypical door opening noise you hear a million times in Harbinger Down and SMT Apocalypse and SMT4 and pretty much every show on television. That's just without the unlocking. Pipe groans. Select version 4. That's not the one we went with. That's when the screen shakes. The screen shakes just a little bit. That's usually when someone says something that's like, oh my god, how dare he, sort of feel. And another thing, this is a star sparkle sound that that's what I labeled it as. It's the thing that right now is kind of combined with when an emoticon displays. They're tied together in the coding, but we'll have them separate in the end. So this will be like when somebody, how do I put it? Like in an anime when a character winks, and then a bunch of sparkles shoot out of their face because it's like, I don't know, goofy, cutesy, whatever. Gave it a little bit of a chime, a little sparkly chime. This is a template we're using for our text scrolling. So, in games like Dragon Quest or Lufia 2, when the dialogue is displaying on the screen, it makes like a blipping noise. And I think the first batch here are the different pitches we can use for females, and the second batch is for guys. I don't know, let's listen and find out. Okay, yeah, it goes from like deeper to higher. And we'll pitch them down, tone them down so they're whatever. We'll have them different for each character. This is just a template that he made. This isn't like done. This is just to get that sound down, and then we're gonna have one for each character so that, what was I gonna do? Oh, we had our voice actor samples in the Kickstarter. So we're gonna take their voice samples, merge them with this sound, and we'll get a unique pitch per character. So the blip will still sound like the voice actress or the voice actor. And so even in unvoiced scenes, you'll still feel like you're hearing their voice because it'll be a sound that matches their spoken audio, if that makes sense. Very experimental, but it should work out just fine. Cancel, highlight, select. So let's highlight a couple menu items. And you select one. Let's highlight another one. Oh wait, you picked the wrong one. Let's back out another menu. Another one, another one, another one. Okay, now you like that one. Hey, noises, right? Oh, I'm gonna look over in the chat for a second here. I got some commentary. Zombie level gained. Etrian Odyssey should have taken a few of their ideas, like the next attack powers lasting 3 turns or actual hit. Yeah, I think there was a lot of lack of cross-pollination because Persona Q did bring some good new ideas. Even in the map creation, I liked the customization options and like having the little, you tap on it and it gives you a sub-menu of other icons. That was nice. Um, and yeah, I think what'll happen is Etrian Odyssey 5 will use a lot of the concepts PQ introduced. We'll find out though. As long as you don't get syllables popping up in there, it'll be fine. Unique enough for using VA data. Yeah, it should work out pretty well. I mean, I talked with the sound designer about it, and he was like, yeah, it's a good idea. He said it would actually make his end easier. And then as the bar fills up when you gain experience, either this whole thing or part of this will play, He described it as like the last third would only play if you are going to level up, but I don't know how that'll work. So we might just play the sound until, it's done, the experience is done. Or we can time the the filling of the experience bar to only last this long. So no matter how much experience you get, it'll only last this long. Bloop, 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 bloop. It's like filling up a potion that cures zombification. It's all thematic. Entry Odyssey 5 is a lot of customization in general. Is Entry Odyssey 5 out? I guess I saw like news about it in maybe it was Japan, but I don't know. I don't have a Japanese 3DS, so I can't do anything about it. So yeah, those are just some of the sound effects we've been working on. Of course, we've all heard the different music tracks we have so far. We're working on more. Anyway, so that was fun. Now to get back to business here. I see that this didn't save my changes. That's unfortunate. I have made some changes. So one of the new assets we got uh, since the last stream. Let me put the music on now. Sound work approved. Woohoo! Get a little noise. So I don't have to listen to myself as much. One of the new assets we got since we last streamed, some bookshelves that we can put these in the school. So these bookshelves we can put in the school. They're pretty multi-purpose. We can put them in other places too. Until I can't really zoom in on this one. But you got a lot of like The Joy of Physics and, school-related books, but then others that aren't, like this one's Dracula. I think we smudged the name to like Dramcula or something. Hey, copyrights. I feel like I showed you the backpacks last time, the book bags. We hung them on a couple spots. So I'm just not going to bother. One of the coolest ones. We worked on a big vending machine. They're so super cute. So it'll probably just be good if I'll just drop one in here. So we had this cute little chibi drawing of summer that the artist made for us, like for funsies one time. And we were like, hey, you know what? Let's repurpose this a little. So slapped her on the side of this vending machine. Fresh flavor, juicy juice. Let's see what we got in here. We got moo cow milk, 1% partly skimmed. Juice Jitsu wheatgrass smoothie. Mmm, yum. What is that? Brain juice. Some sort of brain juice. Strawberry yogurt that improves concentration. Coffee cream. Yum, yum, yum. And the other ones I'll just pull up over here. Sweet tzatziki soup. Bring back warm winter childhood memories. But does it have oils? This was our crowning jewel. Uncle's Muscles hot dog protein milkshake. Cool kids' favorite flavor. So the story that we had behind this was that Emily, the character Emily, she loves both milkshakes and hot dogs. I was like, what if we had a hot dog milkshake? So we made one. Now it exists. Matcha. Everyone loves their matcha. Kudo Crow coffee. Look at the coffee. What an asshole. Black Crow coffee. And Cece, the one character Cece, her last name is Fontaine, and her parents own a really large orchard and orange trees. There's an orange orchard on her property. So one of her company's taglines is like, Fontaine oranges are the best, because they're not creative like me. And so here, Fontaine orange juice, one of their products. And because Jordan loves it so much, we had to make a cream corn soda. I say that sarcastically. She hates cream corn. I don't know why, but she does. Those little drinks you'll find in the vending machine, and the really great thing about how she made these all individual for us is we can also go ahead and you know, let's say here, let's slap a Fontaine orange juice on there. There you go. Got some Fontaine orange juice kind of hovering. Yay! That is a big bottle, but I guess it's actually pretty true to scale. If not, I'll just scale it down a little bit. Works for me. And that's what's great about having them all individual, so we can do that in all of the dungeons, and in more than one game even, if we feel like, being like half of developers nowadays and recycling everything and adding just a couple little new things per game, then charging $50 for them. I won't charge $50 for our games though. That's stupid. I say that because I've been playing SMT Apocalypse, and it's like, oh, all the same areas again. Oh, all the same enemies again. Huh. I guess the story's different. There's a few new character designs. Is that really worth $50? Guess so. But the good thing is it's a really fun game, so who cares? Now what you need to do is make ridiculous landmarks for GameFAQ walkthroughs. You bet. Turn left at the pile of hot dog smoothies. If it did what Majora's Mask did, it'd be fine. Yeah, that was largely different. I mean, you had the same hub, like the town. Other than that, it was pretty different. I mean, I seem to recall it being fairly different. Could be wrong, of course, but from what I recall. So what I had done before that it didn't save is move these lockers away. I moved them over there. Okay, threw those there. Then I'd thrown 2 shelves there. Yeah, just to break it up a little bit. And even though I have all these lockers here, I'm starting to want to move away from so many objects. So I'm going to start using more walls, even if it doesn't really make sense. Let's see, which walls do I use for this? These are classroom walls. Those are hallway walls. Yeah, we can use those. Can push these into another area. But where? How about here? Sure. Then I gotta pull out my little intersection pillar. There you go. Probably go a little bit that way. Pop it over to the chat. Na, 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 na. It's really hard to make a room that doesn't seem like filler with a long path through it. So true. So rue, I say. Just from what I played in other crawlers, we're definitely putting way too much effort into it, I think. Like ours are far more involved. Corkboard assembly. Could put one on the other side of the wall then. Keeps it from getting too wonky. Crap. I think that's good. Put that there. Kung Fu calligraphy. I think the artist made the Kung Fu calligraphy thinking it was like goofy and not real, but then she found an actual uh, Kung Fu calligraphy club, and we were like, oh, that's the end of that story. You get it now? Make a mess. Sure, you won't be able to read them in the actual game because it'll be like a tiny thing on the floor, but I showed you guys here, right? No, that looks less good. It's just that. That's how things kind of fall. Yeah! Vending machine mayhem. Yeah, I didn't even show you the other textures. Fontaine oranges are the best. Hot food. Eat when hungry. And this one just has some other stuff on it. So we got a drink one there. Let's put a food one. Maybe right here will be good. They're just lit up different, bright and dim, different, what do you call it? Emission levels. Let's see, what do we got here? Yaki onigiri. Cream corn, of course. Taiyaki, takoyaki, hamburger, yakisoba pan. onigiri rye, regular old yakisoba, and hot dog with both ketchup and mustard on it. Which, as Jordan quotes Dirty Harry, I think, in one scene, no one puts, uh, crap, it's either ketchup or mustard on a hot dog. Isn't it great? I don't even remember. But I made the joke somewhere. I did it. I made it right. Made sure to fact check. But these ones, it is just a flat texture, so we don't have the actual food items, which I think would be kind of gross, because they'd be all over the place. That one's not even turned on. It's cool. Let's see, more chat stuff. La 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 la. Zelda rooms. Ever see Deadly Premonition? Yeah, wasted effort, but yeah, I grabbed that one when it was on, I think it was on PS Plus. I grabbed it and I played it for like 30 minutes. I was like, I can't do it, but I know it's so hokey and cheesy and Twin Peaksy. So I gotta give it more time because I just have to get past the first part of figuring out the mechanics and the annoyance of how the game stops every time you pick something up and it makes you confirm. Not not a good choice. But anyway, I can only imagine the data structures behind this are nightmarish or huge. Yeah, thankfully Unity takes care of that, huh? I'd rather eat normal food, not hot dog smoothies. The cute apocalypse. It's the truth. And the truth is cute. So since I put walls here, may as well carry that through there too. This is actually going to make my life a whole lot easier if people can just accept that this is what we're going to do. I mean, I've like I said, I've been playing Persona Q lately. And it's really good, but their dungeons are really, how do I put it? There's a lot of really neat 3D stuff going on, but it's just walls. Like there's nothing that like there's none of this, none of these desks or lockers or shelves that you walk around. They put them all like in corners, like right here, so that you have to press B and use the little analog nub to look around at it. But it's just walls. And so that was a little bit disappointing, but they do a lot of cool puzzle stuff with the dungeon crawling, like having to, chase a rabbit into a corner or forcing the really strong enemies to move a certain way so you can get by. Like that's cool. And that's more what I would want to do in our second game, just because that's a little more, 3D modeling, 3D animating, which we have none of. We just have 3D models of static objects, not of creatures. That's a whole different beast. We don't have the ability to do that right now. What's that doing here? Let's get some more whiteboards up there. Actually, let's put a blackboard up. Because blackboards. No, I was going to do blackboards on a different floor. This floor is whiteboard floor. Idiot. Idiot, don't you know that? Like how sometimes Unity kind of sticks your objects where you want to put them, but it doesn't other times, even though it's still off. long one against this wall. No. Oh, I did have it. There it is. Let's see if these are thematically okay. There's lots of Japanese and translation. Same Japanese translation. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's your little Japanese room, I guess. Whatever. Got some bag hangers. Since those are green chairs, it'd be good if we have a green one. Green! Just thinking where it would be in relation to a door, so that you reach down to open a door, so your shoulders, maybe your shoulders are there. So if your shoulders are there, reach up, put a bag. Maybe 0.55. That should be a good height. Okay. No, get out of my way, you button. Then we can put another corkboard between those. Oh my god! Let's put a blank one, huh? .31. Sure, why not? Cult cooking. Let's put that one on there. Alright. Let's see. La la la. Lots of text stuff here. Also, a note on the hospital stage. They didn't have the whole party member shoutouts when you go through doors because it's spooky. But yeah, everything else was walls. Just tell you the puzzles if you screw up enough. Oh wow, I appreciate that. I appreciate that too. I mean, I hate getting stuck in a game. Like I actually stopped playing Shin Megami Tensei 4, not Apocalypse, but regular old 4. I stopped playing it for like 4 or 5 months, and when I went back to it, I had no idea what I was doing, where I was supposed to go, because there was no sort of indicator to say like, here is your goal, or like this was the thing that you're supposed to be doing, which they fixed in Apocalypse. There's a lot more of that prompt, I guess, like here, there's this mission. Here, we'll light up the specific thing you need to find on your map in case you forgot, which was really handy. I completely forgot what I was doing in SMT4. Large note on whiteboard. We need more. Why would say more whiteboard space? Kung Fu calligraphy. Yeah, maybe. Maybe calligraphy is better for all the Japanese stuff. I think you're right. Yeah, cool. Now let's throw some bags on here. Let's hang up these pastel bags. How about that, huh? She sized them to fit. And then looking from afar, you can't really tell anything like that. Any sort of clipping or whatever. Okay, so let's use one more of those. Let's put it over on this one. That's a pretty good guess. What's the difference? Salmon regular, salmon. Oh, it's hanging. Those two things are closer together. Okay, I'll hang that one then. Yeah, that'll work. Some people just left their bags. It's possible. There you go, a little study room. How about them apples? Just for little variety, switch some of these around. Okay. Now I'm thinking this could actually be another wall, and this could be like a smaller room, you know? Put one of these there. Just move all these over to another room. Okay, that's included. I'll put them like there. Or there. Let's put them there. How about it? Sounds good. I know. Thanks. Bam. Pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. Now let's save. Thank you. Tick tick tick. Okay. Where are we at? We're in there. Let's go and explore these two rooms. What color bag do you want for school, honey? Pastel. All pastels. Put one of them upside down. Mr. Tired. Sounds good, Mr. Tired. It does, thanks. Yeah, I gotta have positive reinforcement somehow. Positive self-reinforcement. Good times as Unity decides to load. Bring it on. Anytime. So over the Thanksgiving holiday, I was up in Pennsylvania. I'll just talk while I'm walking around here. And one of the grandkids came and was. I need to put the ceiling back on. Hang on. Of course, there's always something. One of the grandkids came. She was sick and she was coughing on everyone. So the first night after she was there, my dad got sick, and then later that day, my grandma got sick. About half a week later, my mom got sick. I so far have escaped the illness, so we'll see. Every time I sniffle, I worry about it. You can see a little orange juice. That's cute. Move it out of there, skull face. Little bookshelves. I can probably move this one over a little, push it out of that locker space. Hey, debugging. Maybe put some of those backpack hangers along this wall, this back wall. That wall's okay with nothing, because this side has stuff on it. Go through this hallway. Oh, dead end. You suck. Turn around. Huh. Oh, look at this. So much detail in these rooms. So much detail without actually being a ton of detail. Ah, the game's not made over this way. Cool. Alright, so I found myself a couple things to fix, as we tend to do. Let's see, it's got about that much space to move. some local. Yeah. I mean, that's a little messy, but it kind of makes sense. I'll just do this one to match. Opposite but equal. Cool, yay. There's that. And then what was the other thing? Putting hangers on the back there, huh? You'd think I could collectively swing it. There's no way I'm going to be able to estimate that perfect. I want all the pastels. Let's put another one up there. That one's kind of nice. Black, gray, red. Looks a lot like the bag I had in high school. Whoa. Cool. Yay. They're probably not symmetrical, the same distance apart or whatever. I don't care. They don't care that much when they put a school together anyway. It's a nice odd detail to have. Making archaeology. 273. Yeah. This all happened in the middle of what's a class that people take? Social studies. Yeah, making one of the hangers askew. It's good. Let's do that. problem that's having. I just have to get this to be on the same general height as that, so it looks like one side failed. You know what I mean? Did that make it do some wacky turn? No, it's just my imagination. Still looks high. Cool. There you go. Now, whenever you see that bad scribbler, you can be like, yeah, I suggested that. And what I'll do is I'll also save this as hanger prefab. Dang it. Back hanger green askew. And then I can drop it in and it'll be, as you can see there, askew. That's what I like about Unity. You can do it once and then you can drag and drop. It's good for a dummy like me. I can figure it out. Those desks are intersecting, which means those desks are intersecting. And those ones are intersecting. This has been a good amount of progress today. I mean, it doesn't seem like much, but I have so many little prefabs and, you know, what I call first instantiations of things so that I can just like copy and paste them, drag and drop, whatever you want to say. Copy paste. Hey! I know that name. Made it up. It's way too far over. There you go. 98025. So this should be 9. Dang it. 7.5. Symmetry! Awesome. Rotation problems. Lewd. Lewd, the desks are getting fresh with each other. The desks are getting fresh with each other. That reminds me. So, in our backyard, we have some night cameras, just because. And what we catch on them is a lot of like wildlife. So the other week while we were gone, we came back and we were looking through all the pictures of the critters that came through the yard. lo and behold, we got some deer, and they were getting lewd in our backyard. That's about all I have to say about that. It's pretty hilarious. Poltergeist chairs. Let's drop those in here. Wherever they went. All the way over there. That's not the correct spot. Wow, those things get way off. If we go exactly where I set them in the very first time I made them, I should have built them on 0, 0, 0. Oh well, not like it really matters. This is my makeshift obstacle. I mean, sure, you could probably get around them, but why? What did I do for them? Oh yeah, we can just toss. Let's toss a couple lockers at it. This will be fun. Until they add the jump mechanic in dungeon crawlers, this is enough to be like, ah, oh, yeah, we can't get by that. Oh my god, it's a locker. There could be anything in there. You could slide under it, but what if it falls? Oh no, I don't know. Whatever, go someplace else. Yeah. No cripping? No cripping? Okay, very good. Okay, okay, yeah. And there, you got yourself an obstacle. It's knee-high obstruction. You can't get by that. No mere mortal. Event lampshading it. Yeah, I probably will say that. I'll probably have them say something like, "We're not climbing over that in skirts, you perv." And that'll cover it. Right? I mean, come on. Makes the whole thing pointless, huh? I'll figure out what to do with it later. Even zombie girls need decency. It's true. They deserve it. Okay, so it's 3:30. I know I started a little late, but I think that kind of does it for today. We hung up some cool stuff, made a neat little room, listened to some sound effects that I hope to get into the actual event system pretty soon, because then we can take new footage. We got our little vending machine stuff. Fresh flavor, juicy juice. Wink. These vending machines are awesome. Oh, why don't I put this down here too? Oh, where'd it go? Where's this one go? Oh, that way, huh? Anything to make it seem like it's too much trouble. Whoa, holy crap. Whatever. Oops. Now I'm losing it. Losing my mind. Well, we saw some sound files and replaced some neat new assets. They are neat vending machines. Clearly, there has to be the best secret item back there. Of course. Sub-event, perhaps? Alright, well, cool. Thank you guys for tuning in. A rough start, but we got it working, and it started working good. That that screen though. Well, whatever. That's why it's 720. Really teeny tiny space. Yeah, awesome. Probably one about not climbing or a follow up to it. I agree. Speaking of sub events, tomorrow is going to be the sub event stream for those that are in that tier, but that that is like I can only invite the people to edit the actual file that are in that Patreon tier or whatever. But I'm gonna try to go ahead and stream it anyway, so that if you want to tune in same time tomorrow and just watch, you're free to do that. I I don't know how good it'll be on your end because you have to see text, and text is usually pretty tough to see at this resolution. Um, I'll try to put it up at a higher resolution, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, if you're bored tomorrow, just come on back, same time. We'll just be typing stories. I think I'm actually on the high school now. Oh, they're not on this computer. Or are they? Let's see. Let's see if I can do a cheap little preview of some kind. Swap over to that guy. Ugh, it's being a pain in the butt. I have too many Google Drives. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, it's really large. Maybe it is okay. What do you think? Can you guys read it? If you're able to read that, then I'll give it a go tomorrow. It is readable. Okay. At this size very much. Okay, cool. So I'll leave it at this size, and then when I stream this tomorrow, you'll be able to read because I'll just, I'll just be typing. And what I'll probably have to do is maybe just cut that down a little. I need to see my exposition here. Yeah. Yeah, it should be fine. I don't need that column over there. Man, there's a lot in here. Oh, there's where I ended. Cool. So yeah, alright, that's what I'll do tomorrow. So thank you guys. And guess we'll be back. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Sayonara.